All right, how's it going? Yep, told you I'd be back. We're even up close to it, guys. That's the vehicle they chased. Most of the vehicles are going and gone, so there's only a few left now. I didn't bring my stand. I knew I should have, but I didn't. Sorry. But I did some video for a stringer and submitted it. And by the way, this is the second vehicle that got hit with the stop sticks as well, by the way. So 2 patrol cars got flat tires tonight from their stop sticks, and I don't know how many are flat on the vehicle they chased. They won't let me get that close to it yet. So they chased this vehicle yesterday and it got away because I called off the chase. And tonight they got it into a chase again and caught it tonight. But this is like the 4th chase I've heard tonight on the scanner alone. You guys aren't very talkative. Let me switch to live chat. Maybe that'll help. What do we got in? No, there was not a full moon. If you were watching Johnny's chase earlier tonight, you saw it was a sliver moon, which is already down, by the way. So it's just one of them nights. I heard a chase go on in Brighton. There was a truck hijacking in Commerce City. I tried to make it to that one. I couldn't find it though. And there was another chase earlier in Commerce, or not Commerce City, in Adams County here. It started on Federal, ended up on I-70, and they were going eastbound on I-70, and they called it off on that one. And I was at Quebec and I-70 at the time, so I got on to I-70 and headed this way. And when I got over here, it was pretty dead, and then boom, this chase happened. So that's like the 4th chase tonight that I heard on the radios, on the scanner. But this one I caught up to.
Call taker, make sure 207 is the actual number.
What about move closer? Well, I can get a little bit closer. I want to get the other side of it. I should be able to get the other side of it from on the other side of the vehicles. They're letting me stay behind the vehicles, but I can't get that close. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have it towed off, of course. So there'll be a tow truck here before too long to pick it up. What's left of the tire is one of the tires is right next to it right there. The tire came off completely, I believe. It's just the shell of it that came off. So I don't know how many tires are flat, but they did hit the stop sticks. Looks like the front left is the flat one. They hit stop sticks at 62nd and Broadway. They were heading north. We're at 70th and Broadway. They didn't make it that far. But there was a ton of sheriff's vehicles here earlier. Let me see here. He went into the fence. He ended up here in the fenced off area of, well, that's like 71st right there. He couldn't come in that way though. He came in down here into the field off of 70th, and that's 70th and Broadway right over there. So we shouldn't be buffering. So yes, I did a video for Stringer, and I uploaded it. Actually, I did 2 videos for Stringer and uploaded, but I don't even have my stand with me, so I had to stand real still when I was videoing. So they have one guy in custody from this, and I can't see the damage to the front end yet. Hang on a second here. Huh. We got tire tracks going all the way to this fence and damaging it. There we go. He went through the fence part way, and I can't tell where that pole is at. If it's on this side. Yeah, it looks like it's on this side. Looks like he tried to go through the fence and couldn't do it. Yeah, I'll watch for him. So they caught him. They caught this guy anyway. So the tow truck's coming in now. This is a closed off parking lot. So they're gonna tow it off pretty quick. So I gotta move over here closer to the vehicles so that the tow truck driver doesn't run me over. Although he should see me with my vest on. Yes, I see him. So it should be Mirage Towing. Yep, it is Mirage Towing.
Sir, can you stand over here, please?
Yep.
You're more than welcome to film it.
Yep. Well, he's getting out. I wasn't in his way really, but so they're having me stand over here, which is fine. I don't mind standing on this side. So they're gonna tow it off, of course, so they'll get it out of here pretty quick. He just doesn't want me getting in the way, which is fine. I don't want to get in the way. He didn't even have to let me up here this far, to this close to the vehicle. So they did, so that was pretty cool. Well, on the scanner I heard the call on the scanner about a field of fire to the east, and they wanted a clear field of fire. Of course, they had all the vehicles on the left side of it at that time, and this side over here was east. So they wanted the other officers to know. So it won't take this guy long to get the vehicle out of here at all. So yeah. Well, we've all seen them towed before, so it's nothing special. We're probably not going to stick around here too long. Now we can see the vehicle a little bit better. Since they lit it up with his lights. Do you know what he did besides try to get away? I have no idea. He eluded them yesterday. They chased this vehicle yesterday, and he got away. They called off the chase because it got too many vehicles when they were chasing him, as in too much traffic. So they called it off yesterday. I was listening to the scanner yesterday when it happened, as a matter of fact. And they called it off. I was like, damn it. Couldn't come down and film, so there was nothing to film. So I have no idea. Hang on a second, I'm listening to the scanner. We got a stolen vehicle being reported up in Brighton right now, pretty close to where I live. Yeah, I did see the driver. They took him out of one vehicle and searched him again and put him in another vehicle. Thank you for that donation, Kathleen Foley. Thank you for that donation. Tell me what. Yeah, he got chased in the same car yesterday, and he had the balls to take the same vehicle out today, except today he got caught with it. So it's probably a stolen vehicle. That would be my guess, is that it's a stolen vehicle. I doubt that they'll tell me. I don't remember hearing it. All I know is the chase was going on. So, officer. He's gonna do his thing. How you doing? And then E-Man Entertainment. They're just gonna do their job, I think. Was the vehicle stolen?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Officer says he's not sure if it was stolen. But after his getaway yesterday, you'd think that, he would have ditched it. But he didn't. So the front tire on the front left is shredded from the stop sticks. Completely shredded. He wasn't going to get very far with the tire like that. And he didn't actually damage the fence real bad there. So I'm guessing the front right tire is the same way, that it's shredded as well. The back tire seems to have survived. With any luck, it'd be the first stringer that I created myself that sells if somebody picks it up. That'd be cool if they did. So I got the officers right here. It could have been Spike Love. It could have been. I kind of doubt it. I'll bet you it was the same guy. I'm pretty sure that it would be the same guy driving it today as yesterday. So yeah. At least he didn't roll the vehicle. It's a newer Jeep Cherokee, white. That would be cool if I did. Be really cool. Alright, they're almost done with getting it out of here, as a matter of fact. We can start walking back, probably. I don't need to wait for them.
on main ADT and ADT11.
Yeah, he's gonna get it out of here. Yeah, I don't even see any damage to the front end of it, really.
Alright. I'll see if you want it.
That quick, he's out of here. Everybody's heading for their vehicles here. I'm heading for the fence line here, and I'm going to show you guys something as I walk out of here. Things bouncing around good. They didn't even have to let me on the scene, guys. And I'll show you why here in a moment. But they actually walked me in. The one officer walked me in to record it. And off he goes. And he's gone. There's that one vehicle. There's them two. They're coming this ways. Coming out. You can see. Oh, thank you. Who's that? Oh, Kathleen Foley. Oh, for the root beer float. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, this is a big parking lot that's just blocked off that the guy ended up in. So, he managed to get himself trapped in here. He was on 70th Avenue, coming up Broadway, and he turned over here on 70th, and then he cut through right here where this cop's coming through right here. It looks like. So he cut into the parking lot here and trapped himself because it's all fenced back there, all of it. But I'll show you guys here something right here. See that? They didn't even have to let me on there, on that property, to get close to it. They could have arrested me for being over there. Instead, they walked me in. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm asleep at 9 a.m. Wow.
Okay.
But they could have arrested me just for being on that property. Instead, they walked me into that property and let me record the scene. And they knew my name, by the way. Not my real name. They called me Ghost Rider. They knew who I was. And they had no problem with me recording. I think talking to the internal affairs had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? So they're starting to get used to me, where I can get closer to the scenes, and they're even letting me closer to the scenes. Well, I don't try to cause a problem. I want to get the story, you know. I'm not there to give them a hard time. But if something happens, I'd like to be that close to be able to record it without them freaking out. Yeah, they are being decent. Their attitude is changing towards me. So, we'll still see what they say about the claims that I put in. But I never officially filed complaints on the officers themselves. I just filed for a claim for the video. So maybe that'll make a difference, maybe it won't. I don't know. Yeah, that is progress. By the way, I was up over here off of 71st and Pecos earlier with an officer that came through the parking lot. He didn't even bother me this time. He was one of the vehicles that ended up there. There goes another Adams County. I ended up parking clear down here because it didn't look like there was parking down here when it was happening. But yes, we got progress. They know who I am and they're cool about it so far. So, you know what that means though? It means I need to go to other areas where they aren't used to me yet.
362.
You do.
You can show 2 North 72 clear on that PK party. There you go, W.
Oh yeah. That's true, Joel. I don't have a business card, but that's all right. They know who I am, and that's what matters. Nice and overcast tonight. It's actually pretty cold tonight. It's supposed to be raining and cold tomorrow. Well, we'll see what else we can pick up. It is an accomplishment. That was 100% improvement over the other times that I've recorded them. Compared to either of the recordings I did from before. You know, that I put the claims on. They're not trying to blind me. They're like, yeah, let me walk you in so that you're not surprising the officers. Wiper time. Yeah, sorry about that. I still haven't made the piece of wood for lifting it up higher, unfortunately. But I'll get to that. You know, what can I say? If I had a saw handy, I'd have that issue fixed already. We want the wiper. You want the wiper autographed and auctioned off? Is that it? It's just, this is unincorporated Adams County. This isn't a city. It's an area where Adams County Sheriff patrols, that it isn't part of an actual city. But we're just north of Denver. I mean, this is 70th Avenue here. And down a little bit south is Denver. Yeah, I've been thinking about going up that ways to Weld County, to Greeley, as a matter of fact, to do some cop watching up there. So that wouldn't be too bad. There's been people wanting me up there, but I don't want to go up there alone, you could say. Whoa! Big dog or a fox ran across the road there. I know you guys couldn't see it. I think it was a fox, but it had to have been a big one. Could have been a coyote for that matter. I couldn't see it that clearly, and you guys got the wiper in the way. I'm sorry, but a few more days I should have that issue fixed where you guys can ride, where you can see. That's the only thing that was the drawback when I got this stand for my phone, was it wasn't adjustable where I could adjust the height. So that'll soon be fixed. I'll get that board in place and get you guys up higher by inch and a half. Get you good over the top of that wiper blade where you can see where I'm going. Then you guys will be happy, right? to go back over here. Hell, it's 2 o'clock in the morning now, guys. The bar is closed already. Means all the businesses are closed here. Brighton 7-4. It's up north. Oops, I forgot to turn on the Bluetooth speaker. Hang on, let me get the speaker on so you guys can hear. We might hear another call. It is that tonight. Alright. Well, 1 for wiper, 2 for no wiper. You guys like the wiper that much? Well, you can still kind of see over it a little bit.
That's 4 correction. David Frank King 698. David Frank King 698.
Let's try to turn you a little bit here to the left. Ah, come on. This thing doesn't swivel. Yeah, it doesn't really swivel.
Okay, on water party. Okay, copy, I'll show you now. Alright, sounds real.
It just didn't do anything but center it back on the wiper blade. Well, well. That's the way it goes. I got some people walking out here in front of the car. Well, one's rolling technically, the other one's walking. How you doing, extra good citizen? So we finally got into a
30, okay.
chase, which is nice because I've been wanting to get into a chase. And I don't know how it works when you do your own footage, by the way, because it doesn't have a set amount for how much you sell it for.
367, clear assist.
Let me see here.
7, clear 155.
Let me see if well, so far it hasn't been picked up.
7273 and 30.
So it hasn't been picked up, but that doesn't mean it won't get picked up by morning.
RP does have the gun out, and will put it away when he sees the officers.
That's up in Brighton, by the way. Somebody has a gun.
72 copy.
Somebody has a gun up there in Brighton. So I don't know what's going on up there. Maybe it had to do with something I heard earlier up there. They had something going on near my house earlier. Thank you, Kathleen Foley. How's Eric doing? Eric's doing great. He's doing his lawsuit against Westminster. He's got court again tomorrow. I do believe they have their jury picked. And, well, I'm not sure what else is going on with it. Maybe I can make it down there in time for part of it tomorrow. That would be nice to hear some of it. So, high-vis vest and some business cards. I have a high-vis vest on. I got my orange vest on right now, guys. Here, I'll show you. See?
Units responding to unwanted
I got my
parties
vest on right now.
armed RP for the unwanted party is a retired ACSO deputy.
So I got my vest on, and that way they can see me on things like this.
Or
It helps to have it on when you're on chases and stuff like that, that you're not mistaken for
yes, sir.
a
Just to confirm that second plate you gave me
suspect.
was David Frank King 698 or 690.
You don't want to get
698.
mistaken for a
Clear warning. I'll
suspect
be that field one.
on
I
some of
copy.
this stuff, that's for sure.
At 158.
So I got video of the suspect that I uploaded. So, root beer floats are awesome, man. I'll have another one when I get home tonight. It probably won't be too much longer tonight. We got a good watch in, so thank you, James Mack. Now I have my own cards. I can make my own cards on my own printer. I can make my own cards on my printer. I got a commercial grade laser color printer at home.
7-4, go ahead.
So I make my own cards. I
Sorry,
was
man, 7-1.
making cards
For
with my
the
channel
reading
name on it.
columns, are they appended?
We have action. We had action, Neil. We had a high-speed chase ending where the vehicle ended up. And
He
I
was
got to get up.
originally saying the party was unconscious. Now she's stating he's standing there. RP is not making a lot of sense. He is conscious and attended, 76 years of age.
Oh, yeah, you should have spiked light.
Okay, do we have medical en route?
Night shuttle. Anyways, what was this? Oh,
Safer?
we got up nice and
Okay,
close.
I'll
The
be in route
officer
for
walked
code
me into the scene so that I wouldn't surprise the officers. And he didn't even have to let me on the property because he saw what it was marked.
So our people get on.
You know, that it was marked no trespassing. So that was a huge change on that.
973. Area.
And that
I copy on
vehicle, I
scene.
think
We're
it was
advising
70,
for him to the
was the
right.
one that did that to me before. But I don't know if I want to stay out chasing calls late tonight. We just got a good one though, with the vehicle chase ending. Yeah, I might get some professional cards made. I might. That's a consideration to take in. Just costs more money, you know. A lot of money goes out for doing this stuff already.
You're in contact, Taylor.
So, you guys know how it is. You know, when you're driving around chasing calls, that's your gas, plus wear and tear on your vehicle.
That's the unwanted 7-1 on the reading columns.
And all that, so it ends up like that, where your costs are higher than what you think originally. But that's part of doing it. That is the way it goes. So yeah, I actually have.
And we do have PD on scene in contact.
Yeah, my insurance. Yeah, I just had to pay my insurance. That's why I wasn't on that much. Was I was trying to make the money to pay for my insurance because I just paid it. When was that? It was due on the 22nd, I think.
632, I apologize. Can we start Mirage? Aircraft 202.
Traffic is quieted down tremendously out here tonight, guys. Worse than Sunday night, it seems like.
7-1, okay. I'm following up at 11 now. I copy.
So, anyways, you guys all know how that goes when you're out looking for things to record. If it ain't an audit, if you're out chasing the calls for the cops, that's a lot different. Oh, last night, yeah, I ended up down there on Colfax, clear as far as Aurora, out there in Lakewood, through Denver, through Adams County, up in Brighton, everywhere.
236 Parker.
The phone? I got two phones. I got the one that you're on right now that I use for the streaming and recording, and then I got my other phone.
3964, clear the jail, return to the city.
So I'm paying for two phones, plus I'm paying for the hotspot. I got the hotspot so that I'd have more bandwidth. So,
7 4.
well, we can't sit here too long. We can go for a drive up north and head towards home, see if we can spot anything on the way. Try not to pick on Adams County too much. They're actually being real nice to me. I'm gonna head up towards north and see what North Glen is up to. How's that sound, guys? Maybe we'll see something up there in North Glen. Because it's quieted down through here quite a bit. By the way, when I got home and I was enjoying my root beer float, the alarm went off for a weapon that was used. You know how they do that when there's a weapon used, they get that alarm. There was a man stabbed, and the address was on Main Street. So I'm looking it up.
Everyone, we're in contact.
And the only Main Street that had come up for was in Brighton. And I'm like, really? So I got in the Jeep and went down the Main Street, went up and down Main Street looking for it. And I couldn't find it. I'm like, nah, this can't be right. So I went back onto the internet and looked it up and heard some more some radio traffic. And I don't know how many miles exactly Adams County goes east, but it's a long ways, guys. I mean, the cutoff's like on I-70, and it goes clear out there past Strasburg. If you guys know where that is, it's like an hour drive out of town. I figured out the main street they were talking about was in Bennett, and it was close to an hour drive from my house to get to Bennett for that stabbing if I wanted to go to
another on one of party 344 Sunset Drive, 344 Sunset Drive, on a RP that believes that there may be a person in the crawl space under the house.
Hey, that address, that address they just called, it was the one we went to last night. This is like a repeat from last night. You know that? Can you believe that crap? Yeah.
Like about 10 times since the 28th on various problems, all the way from family disturbance, burglary in progress, etc., etc.
What the hell is with that house?
Okay. And then if you want to hold up myself and 73, I'll go out there in a minute.
Copy, thank you, sir. 207.
What the hell is with that house? Well, it was a repeat earlier too. The same vehicle they chased yesterday that got away, they chased tonight but caught it. What was that question? What crime? Still can't read that question. But yeah, it was kind of weird because they were chasing the same vehicle yesterday, but that got away. And then the last call was up in Brighton at that address on Sunset. It's a little bit early tonight. Last night's was closer to 4 o'clock, wasn't it?
Pretty clear. I'll go talk to Dale.
Pretty clear, copy. And I'll show you Northeast Sunset.
Yeah, this is late last night. It's about 4 o'clock or so. Somewhere in there. I suppose it's probably about 4:30 when I got home after Walmart.
7-1, we're okay.
Hey, copy, okay, till the
7-5, can you keep coming up, please?
So we'll come over here to Thornton, North Glen area. See what's shaking over here. Yeah, it's app scanner, yes. So we'll see if we can find a stop over here. Thornton we can't hear on the scanner. North Glen we can though. Alright, we're coming up.
60, can you clear it in?
Coming up on the area where they had that gauntlet that one night that I came through that they stopped me for my license plate light.
19 Union Adam 5 6 7 Queen Young Adam believe 0 we'll go 0 4 7 5 6 7.
Copy.
No, I'm not seeing any cops out here though. That's a good thing too, I guess. Better than Live PD. Didn't Live PD get busted for telling the cops
757.
how to make better
We're
ratings
okay.
or something like that? I heard some rumor of that. I haven't looked it up because I've never watched Live PD.
Right.
Copy, I'll show 7-5 clear.
But didn't they
37.5, maybe over on Sunset, please.
didn't they get busted for trying to boost their ratings more or less? Yeah.
Back up. 2-2.
So Live PD is like fake PD, right? They been sued? Really? By the way, the internal affairs for Adams County, every time I see him, he asks me if I want to go on a ride along with the sheriffs. You guys think I should do it if I can record? Give me a one if you think I should go on a ride along with Adams County sheriffs. As long as I can record, mind you. Now, keep in mind, I wouldn't be able to do it live. Hope says no. Mike says no. Most everybody says yes. I would do static recordings for it because I wouldn't know. I don't know if they'll let me record or not. That's just it. But I would do static recordings because you wouldn't know what you'd run across. No, I just use my phone. Get better quality out of it, but I could edit out in case something happened that shouldn't be on a live stream, you know what I mean? Like a body or blood or, you know, something that shouldn't really be on the thing. But I'm considering it, but they haven't really answered if I can record or not. Oh yeah, they definitely make you sign a waiver. Get paid? Get paid for what? They have the first complaint was filed on the 11th of September. They have 30 days in which to respond to it. So I'll know by the 11th for that one, or I should know. And a week later for the other ones, for the other two. So it's already the first, so I should know within 10 days for the first one. And then 17 days, I suppose, for the second and the third one. We'll see what happens with those. Of course, it takes a lawyer for that, which is kind of already lined up in case. I should know by the 10th, yes.
Yeah, let's see. 220.
I mean, it doesn't have to directly fall on, you know, the 30th day. There isn't really like a time limit on it after you give them that. For how long after, if they deny it or don't even answer it for that matter, to file a lawsuit on them. But their legal teams, their lawyers basically looking it over. And if they feel they got a chance of beating it, they're gonna do a denial.
City and available.
2964, copy. 218.
No, it ain't business days. It's 30 days from when you give them the notice.
31.
So it isn't 30 business days.
113161.
Alright, it's dead up here in the North Glen area.
Go ahead.
So their lawyer will look it over and decide if they stand a chance in court against it,
We're out to 85
is
on the way to
what it'll
Pensacola.
amount to. So if they think they can beat it, they'll put out a denial. But I don't think they can beat it, either of them. Denver, that one is a little bit iffy. Huh, my Bluetooth speaker just went off. That's interesting. I just charged it the other day. Shouldn't be going off. Drop the charge. No, it's Adams County. You're talking about Denver. I had the other thing. You counted what, Betsy? I don't have any charges in Adams County. The only charge I have is in Denver, and that's for the curfew. What was that? 17 active what? We got 55 people watching and only 26 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Oh, my Bluetooth speaker ain't liking me tonight. Yeah, it's pretty dead out here. It's a Monday night. What can you expect, right? Earlier there was plenty of action. One truck hijacking, carjacking, whatever you want to call it. Multiple vehicle chases, and I only ended up at one of them that we could film at. So, but I still can't complain. I keep you awake? Okay.
Negative contact.
I-270 westbound, approaching I-25. License plate Victor Queen Tom 429, Victor Queen Tom 429.
I don't think we heard an outcome on the Sunset one yet.
Go ahead.
North Wayne Henry. 36 North Wayne Henry.
How you doing, /Canada? I'm doing good. Got some good footage tonight.
2016 white Kia sedan out of Aurora.
Well, there goes the speaker again going off. It's turning itself off like it's got a low battery.
Just want me to attach or do you want the info? Sean Whitehead.
Okay, thank you.
How you doing, Newfie?
SR222.
For medical detox.
Yeah, the static on a ride along might be worth it.
Copy. I'll get medical service.
I'll ask him next time I talk to him. Again, because I know they'll ask me again. Well, I already told them that I can't put bodies and blood on YouTube anyway.
7-4 confirming it's code 4 for medical.
So they knew,
Copy.
they
We'll get
already
him going.
know, I should say, that I can't put that on YouTube. Might get a buffer spot through here. I don't remember if it buffers through here or not. Yeah, my Bluetooth speaker ain't staying on. Shalom Mahala. That's right. Looks like I'm gonna have to charge up my Bluetooth speaker again.
Pick someone up.
Good.
I mean, better with a party screaming in the middle of the street.
Party screaming in the middle of the street.
6-1, okay.
226.
Well, there went the speaker again. Let's see how many lights it's got. Oh, it's showing red, flashing red. It's not gonna stay on. I'll definitely have to do a charge on it tonight. Holiday or vacation? It's just talking now. We don't have any calls. Alright, lost my phone. Where'd it go? There it is. I still haven't heard anything on the Sunset one. Alright, I'm just gonna leave the Bluetooth speaker off because it's not gonna stay on. The battery's dead. Brief overview on the chase. Well, it wasn't Westminster, it was Adams County. They started out on, what street was it they started on? On Washington, I believe. They started out on Washington at around 78th. And they headed south from there. And went down to 70th. On 70th, they got on the highway heading south on I-25. They got off of the highway at 58th and pretty much did a U-turn almost, because they went west the block there and headed north on Broadway. They got spike strips set out at 62nd and Broadway, and they got a good hit on the spike strips on the vehicle, so it shredded the tires, the front two tires at least. It also shredded two patrol car vehicle tires during the chase as well, by the way. They also put spike strips up at 70th, I believe, with another good hit on them. So once they got up to there, he headed into that parking lot, and it was all fenced in. So he trapped himself in there. Now we can't even hear the scanner. This calls off of 70th and Pecos, by the way, that I'm listening to. That you guys can't hear very well because my Bluetooth speaker died. Sleep is overrated. That was a Brighton call. Alright. You can't listen to the calls real effective without the Bluetooth speaker. That's the part that sucks. I think I'm just going to call it an evening for the chasing the calls, guys. I have to charge up my speaker so we can hear the calls. We're rolling into Brighton. It's root beer float tonight again. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me again. If you missed the stuff, there was part of it at the beginning, or the previous stream, and then at the beginning of this stream when we were up close. So the first 10 minutes of this stream is where all the action was, of any action, I should say. It'd be cool if my stringer sold. But thank you guys for your donations and your time and joining me on another night of Chasing Calls. And we'll catch you on the next one. If an alarm goes off, I'll go to it if it's close by and go live again.